Let's see if I can do this without getting sand in my shoes. We are at Cove Head. Welcome to Cove Head. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Simpler Living PEI. So, I have booked today off, and I'm going a couple of places that I really like. And one of them is the beach here at Cove Head. Ooh. Oh, somebody broke the glass. Why would people do something so stupid? Look at that. Ugh. But anyway, what I should have done is I should have went to the boardwalk instead of sand dunes. Anyway, there we go. But things to remember. Stay off the dunes. Unfortunately, there are people that don't follow that little rule. Ooh, cool, look. Oyster boat going out. Going out to check his traps. Nifty. It is actually kind of cool when they go really going. Some of those boats, they really move. Just saying. We have some fishermen this morning. A couple of big seagulls, hoping to get a treat from the fishermen. Ooh, lots of seagulls this morning. Anyway, guys, like I said, I took today off because it's my birthday weekend. So I figured I'd come here first, up to Cove Head, to check out the beach. I mean, it is only 8 o'clock in the morning. Aside from the fishermen, there is nobody here. I saw a couple up on the road walking their dog. They were down in the harbor on the other side. Yeah. That's the extent of my excitement today. Trying not to slip in the sand. Anyway, check out the beach though this morning. So do you see how it's a different color? It was so windy the other day. There was a wind warning for all the beaches. And this is how far the waves came. Look at that. Look how far away I am. Is that not just crazy? Can you guys even hear me because of the breeze? But yeah, that's how far up the waves came. It was crazy. Super windy. Right now as well, we also have extreme riptide warnings because at this time Hurricane Erin is making her way up along the coast, offshore, thank goodness. And yeah, she's huge. I have a coworker named Erin. I keep calling her Hurricane Erin. I probably shouldn't do that. But anyway, like I was saying, ooh, look at those guys. Those aren't gulls. What are those? I'm going to have to look that up. I'm seriously making them mad. Wow. What are those birds? Why do I have kingfisher in my head? I don't think it's a kingfisher. I'm going to have to look those up because, or are they plover? Is it a plover? Is that the word I'm thinking of? Oh gosh, I don't know. But they're over here and I'm annoying them. So anyway, let's get back to the point. So as I was saying, Hurricane Erin is making her way up along the, off the shore, up the coast. And apparently we have some dangerous riptides, even around over here on the island. Even though we've got Cape Breton in the way, apparently it's not going to be very pretty. But you have to admit, it is really quite pretty down here, isn't it? All right, off I go. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Okay, so I'm about halfway there. So I stopped at Robin's Donuts because I didn't eat breakfast this morning. I wasn't hungry. And now it's, now I'm hungry. So I got a donair and egg breakfast sandwich from Robin's. So this ought to be interesting. Yep, that was a good choice. So if you've never been to the east coast of Canada, donairs are a big thing around here. They're like gyros, but with a sweet garlic sauce, and they're really tasty. This was a good idea. All right, so I'm gonna eat my breakfast. Gonna clean my hand off. And I'll see you guys when we get to Greenwich. We are here. Welcome to Greenwich Trails. Greenwich PEI. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to get a walk in. Do I want my walking stick? I'm gonna go grab a walking stick. Hold on. Walking stick, water bottle. Yay! All right, so like I said, we're at Greenwich. The kilometer that we're gonna take is a little over, sorry, a kilometer that we're gonna take? Oh my gosh. The trail we're gonna take is a little over a kilometer long, but we also have some stuff here about coyotes. Hiking with friends and a solid walking stick. So I guess it's a good idea we're bringing the stick. Obviously, don't feed the coyotes and don't run. Just back away and act big and be noisy. And the one big one is fight back. But anyway, the trail here, like I said, it's a little over a kilometer long. It is making a squirrel mad. It is breezy enough that I should be all right with the bugs because I forgot to put my bug repellent on. But, you know, hey, bug repellent is what smart people do. Now, one good thing I do love about this trail is this. I have a picture of my mother here when she came to visit 3 years ago. She really liked it. We didn't bring Terry. He can't quite walk this far, unfortunately, but it's okay. All right, first things first is I am going to use the facilities because, like I said, it's a long walk. So this trail is basically straight until we get to the little forest section after this little forest section. And then we're going to be going to the floating boardwalk. So I'm going to put my headphones in, listen to the radio, and go for a nice walk. Terry Fox is only 1 month away. I will be ready, I hope. Kind of a nice little spot on the trail. So far, I've seen quite a few birds. Saw a couple of birds chasing each other over the water. I think one was an eagle, but hard to tell. I've seen a couple of squirrels. Just got dive bombed by a robin. Oh well, all right. Let's keep walking. If you look in here, aside from the fact that there's a little coyote trail, they did trim some of these trees, but all this is still Fiona damage, guys. There's still a lot of damage, but Parks Canada, Parks PEI, leave the trees where they fall. Mother Nature will do the rest. All right, let's get going. Okay. So this is the trail I think I'm going to do, not today, but another day, which is this one. Estimate is about an hour and a half. You can also go there with a with a bicycle. It is, let's see, 2.4 kilometers. It's a loop. It's some boardwalk and everything down along the dunes. But the one I'm going to take today is the Greenwich Dunes Trail. There we go. We are halfway there. It's 4.6 kilometers total. And like I said, we're halfway. Time to go across Bowley Pond. Time to go through the woods. So one thing to keep in mind, guys, there is no washroom other than the one at the beginning. So whether you need it or not, use it. Just saying. Because trust me, there's poison ivy and poison oak and stuff out here. You really don't want to become full-on nature when you're on this trail. Just saying. There's some of the wildlife we may see. We have a weasel by our house. We haven't seen him this summer, but we saw him last summer and last winter. He was pure white. It was really cool. All right. I'm supposed to be walking. Let's walk, Tammy, walk. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? I haven't been on this trail in 3 years, guys. Almost forgot what it was like out here. And this is why we walked all this way. Let's hit the dunes. Okay, everybody, so just so you know, yes, this does float. Now, depending on how high the water is, it really floats. Right now, it's not too bad. But see the anchor? Usually those are underwater. Now, of course, it hasn't rained other than that one rain in like 2 months, so the dock is floating. I can feel it. But it's not super high up, so alrighty. Let's get across these and let's get over to the beach, shall we? So I thought that looked a little odd on my way around, but it looks like this part of the dock's got a small problem. So we'll just walk on this side. Yeah, that's got a definite tilt to it. Anyway, we're halfway along the floating trail. Great view of the dunes though, isn't it? So cool. Well, made it to the other end. So now, if I understand right, all this is fresh water. And right on the other side of the dune here, that's the North Shore. So I'm gonna try and scramble up that hill. All right, here we go. Yes. I tried to go a fair good clip, hence the reason why I didn't really show you guys a lot. Because the whole point is we need to walk, right? The problem is going up this hill. This isn't fun, if I remember it from the last time. And yeah, and it was so windy and so blowy the other day that the sand has come in quite a bit. So let's see if I can make it over this really Really, really, really sandy hill. Okay, I'll see you at the top. See, the sand is so deep. See these ropes here? And see the post? They're supposed to be tall like those ones up there for you to hold on to them. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Glad I got my trusty walking stick. Okay, stop talking, Tammy. Get up the hill. Now that's a view. All right, we're coming up to the top. Whoops, slipping and sliding. There we go. There's the North Shore. Ooh, some sand is washed away from the steps too. That's okay. Not too sure what people have been building, but let's go take a peek, shall we? Kind of hard to tell whether people were just creating sunshades or something. Like that one's covered in old seaweed. That one looks like a teepee, and it looks like somebody's trying to build a log cabin down there. There we go. Down to slightly firmer sand. The beach does look nice today though, doesn't it? Oh, look at that. Not too sure what they were doing. But hey, driftwood, might as well use it, right? Wait. Other than a couple of walkers that passed me and now they've gone up the steps, I've seen 3 other people while I've been here. Early on a Friday. That's the time to come to Greenwich, I guess. But it is a beautiful day for the beach. Look at that. It is currently 10 a.m. and I still have a good chunk of the day I can go. So yeah. But first we have to tackle those stairs and go over the hill. And then we got to go and see if we have any sand in our shoes. But now that we're back up to where this thing is, yeah, I could see this being really handy if you were coming to the beach and it was a hot sunny day. Someone spent a lot of time putting this thing together. Wow. All driftwood and seaweed. And they even shored it up so the wind, it would seriously take a lot of wind to knock this thing over. Made it to the bottom. Time to clean the sand out of the shoes. You can see it, look. And all that is from coming down the hill. Alrighty. Yeah. Just a little bit of sand. Alright, desanded socks and shoes. Alrighty. But time to hit the trail again because you know, my coffee is in the car. I want more coffee. My snack is also in the car. So when I bought my little breakfast sandwich this morning, I also bought a blueberry fritter, and the body now knows it needs a snack, so let's keep going. All right, get walking, Tammy, get walking. Back on the boardwalk that I showed you guys earlier. More people coming up now, so coming as early as we did, that turned out to be a good idea. Now I walked at a good clip along the trail there, so yeah, breathing a little harder, which is the plan. And the boardwalk here is a slight uphill all the way, so not all the way, most of the way. Whew. There's a really upset something there. Whew. Hunting for his brekkie. Oh, wow. All right, let's get this show on the road. My coffee awaits. It'll be cold, but who cares? It's coffee. Alrighty, back to the halfway point. This little picnic area is where they do a lot of activities on the weekends and things. It's a good place to drink the water I've been ignoring. All right, let's get going. Halfway back to the car. Had some mussel boat, guys. So he's out there harvesting mussels off the mussel lines. So I know they're pretty hard to see. I'm gonna zoom it in. I'm telling myself this now, of course. But there are a lot of mussel strings out there in the bay. And yeah, PEI mussels, some of the best in the world, just saying. I know I'm not supposed to go up here, but yeah, there's been birds and everything in here. Looks like somebody's been in there having a good dinner. So this used to be the Sanderson farm, all these old fields. And they did a really good job of making sure that the dunes stayed intact. So it's very cool. There's a little route this way too, Avia Saint Pierre, which is just a little loop. But you know, let's do it. How far is this? 700 meters. Yeah, just under a kilometer. Let's do it. Haven't walked this one. It's just like I said, a simple loop. It goes around the field here. There's. Do we want to start there? Do we want to start there? Let's go that way. We'll do some grass walking. I know I'm not to the lookout yet, but look at all the wild raspberries. Wow, there's berries on there too. So I'm gonna bet a lot of this field was part of that Sanderson farm too. But yeah, there we go, down at the bottom of the trail. So this corner should be about halfway, but you can see the mussel boats well from here. That guy, he's actually doing something. You can see the water splashing up on the other side. Is that the mussel processing place? I think it is. Don't quote me on it then. Because, you know, I don't actually eat mussels. Is it a sad thing to say that I live on Prince Edward Island now for the last 7 years and I don't like mussels or lobster? Yeah. Okay, we made it back to the car exactly an hour after we left those structures, I guess you can call them, at the beach. So yeah, that was a good walk. So total distance is about 5 kilometers and it took me about an hour and a half, but I did a lot of wandering, I do admit. So I'm pretty close to my 5 kilometers an hour. So yeah, and it has been so ugly and hot. So since our first walk for Terry Fox up in North Rustico, I've only really been up and down the yard and been using my pedals in the house quite a bit. So yeah. Oh, puppy, chocolate lab, sorry. Anyway, guys, let's go see what other trouble we can get into today, shall we? This is the walkway I saw on the way that I have yet to actually go up. So let's go check it out. Alrighty. Of course, there's all the signs saying stay off the dunes. This is called Shaw's Beach. We're not going down on the beach. I have to admit, I'm pretty tired. Sitting in the car after walking out of Greenwich. This chick can feel it, just saying. That's the actual beach down there. You can see the little lifeguard chairs and things. Somebody else built a little shelter up here. Somebody forgot their water shoes. It's very cool along here actually with the sand dunes. I like that. I think the tide's going out too, because there was sand when we drove by Cove Head. You could see the sandbars. It was kind of neat. Alrighty. I gotta get back in the car. It is 12:30. It's been a great morning. A little bird prints down there in the sand. So this is the whole park. We came back in there. That's Dell Bay by the sea. There's some trails and things in there. Might have to take a look at that another day. We are here at Shaw's Beach. That was Brackley Beach up there where we could see the whatever those things were called. Lifeguard stations, yeah. Let's stop at the Dunes Gallery. See what kind of stuff we can see. Except for that plant, which is really pretty. I want one. Alright, those are adorable. Wow. Those are nice. $38 each though. The cafe is just a buzzing. It smells really good. Just saying. Oh, lots of nice prints. How much do they sell the prints for? Prints retail for $30, guys. Very nice too. Wow. New London Bridge. Okay. Ooh, that's a nice one. Not bad. What do we have? Wine cork stoppers. It's a house hippo. If you're Canadian, you know exactly what I mean. Ooh. Door stops. Well, isn't that nice? Well, they got a few different kinds. Reusable totes, $7. Different patterns. Not too sure about this wire sculpture though, but that's okay. I like him. No place to put him, but I like him. He's kind of cool, isn't he? Oh, that's cool with the glass inlay. All right, him I like. $2,400. Wow. Little piggy.
I always had this hair, but I always straightened it. The craziest.
He's kind of cool. Oh, I like that guy. Look at that, eh? That's nifty. Cool fountains. Ah, that's kind of nifty too. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's get this show on the road, guys. I'm thinking it has been a good day. My legs are sore. I didn't power walk it, but that 5K is actually the longest walk we've done so far. And I'm a little tired, so let's go home and I'll get some watering done in the garden. So thanks for hanging out with me today, and we'll see you next time as we continue our simpler life on PEI. Bye for now.